Guys, I got off work early, so we're looking at 51% on the batteries, 23.0 volts. And this is the project that I've been waiting on. I was gonna do it out to Vegas, but since I got off early because of the storm that's supposed to come before I go to Vegas, I just wanted to hook it up, at least get the batteries hooked up, do the settings in it, and so I can charge these batteries. Like, I bought these batteries from a guy in Texas. He sold out. I was gonna buy more. It's a 51.2 volts, 100 amp hour battery, equals up to 5,120 watt hours. And I have them in parallel together, so that would make 200 amp hours, adding it up to 10K. And I read the battery specs, and it said that I had to get it up to 57.8 to have fully charged these batteries. But unfortunately, I haven't got them that far. I mean, I've got it to 75% state of charge, which you got 25, 50, and 75%, which is the fourth light, LED light when it light up. That'll be at 100%, but I haven't got it to 100%. I haven't got these batteries up to 57.8. They seem to only go up to like around 54 volts. So with this mppsolar 5048, hopefully I can get it charged up to 57 volts. And once I get these batteries charged, I'll run tests on them every day. I'll post a video. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and hit that bell so y'all will know when I post all my videos. I'm gonna try to post them every day. That way I can show y'all the everyday life of living off grid. That's my whole purpose of this video. So right now we're gonna hook up just the battery and the solar port, and then we're gonna do the settings. So let me set the camera up. This little stand. Let's see, that's good. Yeah, that's good. All right, so let's hook up the battery. We're gonna start with the positive first. All right, so I only had some big cables. Usually 48 volt, you don't have to use these thick cables. You can use the thinnest. You can use them at least about that thin, but I don't have any, so we're gonna use these thick cables. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect it to this bus bar. I got everything running to this bus bar. But right now I just got this disconnect. And I got this running to the batteries here, and then it's coming in this bus bar. Okay, so I'm gonna hook this up. You gotta be careful with these, man. Every time. Let's see which way I can go without it being in the way. That's my main thing. I just don't want it to be in the way. So we'll go with this way. And let's say just hold this out the way, because you don't want this to hit the negative, any type of negative here. Make a spark, might short out a cell. So be very, very careful. Usually what I do is I take this tape and I wrap it around. Wrap it around so it will not, if it do end up hitting any type of negative, it won't do anything. You got electrical tape on it, so it'll be okay. All right, and it is, what, 2 o'clock in the morning? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in Shepherd, Texas. Okay, so 51% on the batteries, we good. So now that's hooked up. I just need to get this off. Okay. And then we'll hook up the positive side on the inverter. I recommend to have a battery disconnect, because usually, even then, you might get a little spark. It's not a big spark. It ain't gonna blow you up. It's not gonna kill you. Unless, you know, you touch a negative and positive. But the worst can happen, it'll hurt the cells. So we're gonna go here, And I kind of hate how close I got it. And we're gonna connect, bam, just like that. Kind of hate I got that close, but I'm gonna move it eventually. I'll move it. It's covered up anyway, so we'll move it. All right, so let's tighten that up, and then we'll go on to the negative. All right. That's pretty loose. Let me try another bit. This one, maybe it'll work. Yeah. Okay, so bam, there we go, tight. Okay, on to the negative. And we're gonna hook it up to the bus bar first. Let me close this one up because I don't think we need this one anymore. Here. Yeah, we're good on this one. So we can close up the positive. And I'm gonna rerun all my wires, but the only reason why I haven't done that yet is because I literally have to go in and hook the PV cabana box, go up to the roof and reorganize everything. So I would do that on my off days when I get back. Okay, so on to the negative. Take off the negative cover on the bus bar. And this is off. That is off. The breakers are off on the batteries. So go with the negative. We'll go here. Straight shot, a little bend, straight shot. And you know, I moved to the country from Houston, Texas, so I can, you know, live off grid. I like, you know, I don't like all that traffic and stuff, so I wanted the slow life, not the fast life. So I'm moving to Shepherd, where everything is slow and steady. It's what I like. And plus I'm on a non-restricted lot, so that's another reason why. Me and my dad built my house back in 2015. Just me and him, man. So I can live off grid, because I was even living off grid in when I was out there in the city. I was off grid as well. Second, let me find out what I do with the other. Yeah. So yeah, but I'll show y'all the house later. I just want to show y'all how I've been living off grid. That's my main focus right now, is to show y'all how you can live off grid, you know, with no limitations. But it's all about sizing your system, and I'm about to show you that. My whole goal is to show you I will buy new batteries, and I'm sizing my system as I go. That is what I'm doing. I'm sizing my system as I go. But I do want to show y'all how to size your system. So positive, negative. You got to make sure you're doing that right. Like I said, it might give a little spark. Ain't nothing to be scared of. Just a little spark. It might go. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure I get it. It's like whopped. But yeah, it's gonna be a little spark. You can put your safety goggles on, but usually when you have a battery disconnect, you don't get a spark. Sometimes you do, but usually you don't. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. No spark. And like I say, usually you get a spark. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So that's good though. We didn't get a spark, but sometimes we do. Like I said, don't be scared. It's just a little spark. All right, so we got the negative. We have the positive hooked up. And now I just need to do the solar coming in. I just need to redo that. So give me a second. Let me finish tightening this up. All right, that's tightened. Put the bus bar cover back on. And we're good to go. Before we turn on these breakers. Okay, so cover up the negative. And I like how it has two separate PV. You got PV1, you got PV2. I like that. Didn't have that on my old mppsolar inverter. So we got the batteries hooked up. Perfect. All right, so now let's get the solar side hooked in. Let me get that wire real quick. So here we go. This is the positive. And I think I'm gonna run two. I think I'm gonna run two of them. Let me get my Phillips screwdriver. Okay, found a flat head, that'll do, flat head. So PV negative is where we're going. And let's put it on PV1. We'll do 1 first. So we'll go in here, inside of PV positive. I'm sorry, we're doing positive first. Tighten that down. A little tight. There we go. Pull a little more tighter than that. All right, so we should be good. That's PV positive. We PV positive and PV1. All right, so I need to get PV the negative. 1 second. Okay, so it looks like I have to take it off of my. Give me 1 second. I have to take it off of my midnight solar charge controller. Almost done, y'all. Almost done. Next time I'll be better prepared. I promise you I will. Okay, so. Alright. So now we're going to hook up the PV negative. Yep, PV negative. Negative, open it up a little bit and squeeze it through. Go in. And let's tighten it up. And it's very simple, man. It's like a plug and play system. You know, I'm not hooked up to the grid at all. Like I don't have no wires running to my house, none of that. I'm strictly off grid. So. And I didn't have any experience in this. I just watched a couple of YouTube videos. I'm experienced now because I've been off grid for for 7 to 8 years. So I am experienced now. So negative, positive on the PV side. We have 2. I'm gonna hook that up later, just not right now, because I want to get the inverter cut on, solar kind of hooked up to it, and I think that's pretty much it for now. And I can put the cover back on because we are ready. Well, let's try it. Let's cut it on first. All right, so I'm gonna cut on the negative cutoff switch to on. Cut that on. Okay, be careful with that. And let's cut on the positive cut on switch. It's not gonna come on because we have to hit the button because no solar is coming in. But if solar was hooked up and it was in the daytime, this inverter would have came right on. So we have to hit the button. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't cut the batteries on. So let me cut that back off. Okay, now I cut the breakers on that's on the battery. Now we should get power. We have power. Okay, let me set the camera up. I don't know if y'all can see up at the top, but we have power now. The inverter is on, and it's kind of stating that the batteries are charged, but well, we know that's not the case. But let's see. It says 120 volts. All right, let me get the phone. Let's see if we can.